The internet loves a mystery, a strange post, a creepy image, a story that spreads faster than the facts. And usually, the comments jump straight to wild theories before anyone stops to ask one simple question: what actually happened? Today, we're breaking down some of the internet's most infamous mysteries. Some started as harmless curiosity, some went viral for the wrong reasons, and some turned out to be far darker than anyone expected. These aren't urban legends. These aren't creepypasta. These are true stories where speculation, misunderstanding, and reality collided. So slow down, keep your brain switched on, and let's chew on the facts. 1. The murder of Lily Peters, April 24th to 25th, 2022. April 24th, 2022 started as one of those days nobody remembers, until everyone wishes they could forget it. Around 3 p.m., 10-year-old Lily Peters left her home on her bike to visit her aunt in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. She made that trip all the time. It took about 3 minutes. Same path, same routine. But that afternoon, Lily never arrived. As evening rolled in, her father, Alex Peters, started calling around. At first, he assumed Lily was still at his sister's house. But when he called, he learned something chilling. Lily had left over an hour earlier. Friends hadn't seen her. Neighbors hadn't noticed anything unusual. So Alex did what any parent would do. He retraced Lily's usual route. Near a wooded trail, he found her bike, abandoned. Around 9 p.m., police were notified. Search teams moved in overnight, and just before 9 a.m. the next morning, a volunteer searcher made a devastating discovery. Lily's body was found hidden under leaves only a few feet from the trail. Investigators had no clear suspects until internet entered the chat. A post appeared on Reddit's true crime community from a user named HomesliceNation4. They claimed they had been playing Pokemon Go on the same trail that day and said they saw Lily wearing a pink and purple hoodie, walking with another child. The comment ended with a sentence that stopped investigators cold. "I have a suspicion it could have been another kid." The post was later deleted, but another Reddit user reported it to police. Within hours, investigators arrested 14-year-old Carson Peters, Lily's cousin. During questioning, Carson confessed. He admitted he had followed Lily, lured her into the woods, and attacked her, a plan he said he had been thinking about for months. After doing so, he went home like nothing had happened. Later, when he saw police searching the area, he returned to move her body and cover it with leaves. Because of the premeditation and brutality, prosecutors charged Carson as an adult. His trial is scheduled for November 2nd, 2026. This wasn't a mystery solved by genius detective work. It was solved because someone noticed one sentence online and took it seriously. 2. Utah no Tatari, The Curse of Utahaho, 2014 to 2022. An obscure Japanese horror game that quietly traumatized the internet. In 2014, a user posted on the subreddit r/creepygaming claiming they had triggered a disturbing glitch in the game. After following a strange sequence of steps, the screen filled with scrambled symbols. Then it went black, then white, 4 flashes, and finally, a low-quality photograph appeared. The image showed what looked like a woman with most of her face swallowed by shadow, something wrapped tightly around her head. It looked disturbingly real. So real that players began asking the worst possible question: is this an actual photo of someone who passed? That fear wasn't unfounded. Games like Hong Kong 97 had previously used real crime photos pulled from news reports, but this wasn't a glitch. Players eventually discovered it was a hidden event deliberately programmed into the game. By switching their system language to Japanese, they could read the error text. What looked like a crash screen was actually the game's protagonist, Utahaho, speaking directly to the player. The event was triggered by walking through 3 torii gates, traditional Japanese shrine gates, which started a hidden timer. When the timer expired, the sequence played and ended with the photo. For years, no one could trace where the image came from. Then, in 2022, someone finally solved it. The image wasn't from a crime scene. It was from a 2007 Japanese horror film called Hair Extensions. The exact frame appears in the movie's trailer. After nearly a decade of speculation, the curse was finally explained. But by then, the damage was already done. 3. The Post-it Notes Mystery, 2015. On April 15, 2015, a man using the username rbradbury woke up to something unsettling, a post-it note on his desk. It listed chores. The handwriting wasn't his. At first, he brushed it off, until more notes appeared. One was stuck to the back of his chair. Another warned him to save your documents. By April 20th, a new note appeared with a disturbing message. Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do. Bradbury became convinced someone was entering his apartment. He set up a webcam to record his desk. The next morning, another post-it appeared. The webcam files were gone. Terrified, Bradbury turned to r/legal advice on Reddit. That's when a user named Kakerlak noticed something strange in Bradbury's post history. Bradbury mentioned he slept in a small bedroom with no windows and frequently suffered from headaches. Kakerlak asked one question: "Do you get bad headaches?" That led to the real explanation: carbon monoxide poisoning. Bradbury bought a detector and plugged it in. The alarm went off immediately. He wasn't being stalked. He was writing the notes himself while poisoned, then forgetting. The missing webcam files weren't deleted. The software simply wasn't saving them. The handwriting he thought belonged to his landlord? It matched a letter from his mother. 4. The Google Maps help messages, early 2025. In early 2025, Google Maps users spotted something alarming near Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Inside a Union Pacific rail yard, the word "help" was written repeatedly in massive letters made from pipes and wooden boards. Nearby were other words: LAPD and federal. Theories exploded: human trafficking, forced labor, a hidden SOS. People contacted the LAPD, who investigated immediately. Around the same time, a social media user went to the location in person. What they found changed the story completely. The rail yard was surrounded by homeless encampments. A large hole in the fence made it easy to enter. Local residents explained the messages were created by a homeless man who had been making large signs like this for years. The LAPD confirmed it. Officers said they had spoken to the man many times and offered housing and mental health services. He always refused. 5. Have you dreamed of this man? 2008 to 2010. In 2008, a website appeared asking one question: have you dreamed of this man? It featured a sketch of a man with thick eyebrows and a strange expression. Soon, thousands of people claimed they had seen him in their dreams. Posters appeared in cities. Forums lit up. By 2010, internet users on 4chan decided to investigate. A reverse IP lookup revealed the site was connected to a guerrilla marketing company. Later that year, the creator, Italian sociologist and marketer Andrea Nutella, admitted the truth. The project was a hoax. The face was based on his father. The early testimonials were fabricated. But Nutella never explained what the campaign was meant to promote. The site was simply left online. 6. I feel fantastic. 2000s to 2020. If you were online in the early internet era, you probably remember I Feel Fantastic. The video featured a stiff android named Tara singing an eerie song while wearing different outfits. The internet decided something was very wrong. The most popular theory? That the robot was built by a serial killer using his victim's clothing. The original upload disappeared. Re-uploads kept the legend alive. In 2020, writer Yatesy Lit investigated. Old Android enthusiast forums revealed the truth. Tara was built by John Bergeron, an inventor who spent around $2,000 creating her as a prototype for the entertainment industry. There were no crimes, no bodies, just an unsettling creation taken wildly out of context. The internet loves mysteries, but sometimes the darkest part isn't the mystery itself. It's what happens when speculation outruns facts. If your brain learns something new, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more bite-sized brain fuel. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep chewing on facts.